Man, I love Marvel Rivals. It's such a great game. And considering how great it is, I'm sure the community is thriving because of how fun the game is. I wonder what other people think of it. So let's check out my favorite site in the world, Twitter.com. Here is Necros getting humbled against a support. What's the great support exodus of 2025? A support strike. And Necros' comments. Why this actually matters. I think I agree with the follow-up tweet. So yeah, hello, my name is Dempling, and for those of you who are too employed to actually give a damn about this entire situation, essentially, strategists are going on a strike. And not just strategists, just strategist mains in general is what I mean, and there are a lot of people pointing fingers at each other as to who's at fault at that and this and that, and I'm gonna put my own 2 cents into the situation because I think all of this is kind of silly to do over a video game, but at the same time, looking at the arguments from both sides, and those sides being duelists and strategists, yeah, I think I formulated a good opinion on it that I want to share with you all because everyone knows just how important my opinion is and not anyone else's. Yeah, I wonder why a lot of strategists just don't want to play. Like, what? See, yeah, the entire deal with the support strike is essentially strategist mains got fed enough with constant insults from duelist mains, so they decided that starting this season, they're no longer gonna play strategists, and that's why I probably see an abundance of a lot of good strategist mains. Also, my teammates are quite talkative, aren't they? You may call some people over dramatic over like quitting playing an entire role because of a few toxic people, but you can't even call them just a few toxic people. It's just, it feels like half of the community that's like on the duelist side is just not treating some strategists fairly. And there's a really good point to be made about it, because as much as there is a point about like, oh, a strategist, it's an easy role to play. This role of strategist is fundamentally made to be easy to play. They wouldn't want to make the most biggest factor of any team in Marvel Rivals be made hard to be played, if I word that correctly. Like, there's a reason, there is a reason why just strategists are easy to play. But just because they're easy doesn't mean that you, like, don't need any game sense or whatever to play as them and whatnot. So people saying that, oh, strategist mains, it's such an easy role, why are they complaining? They have a point in saying the role is easy, but as much of an easy role as it is, it's probably some of the most stress-inducing roles in the whole game. I don't know why I altered that. I think I panicked a bit because your Thor got a bit low. That was really stupid by me. But it also plays into the part that like, hey, my game sense there was not good. But that's the whole point with strategists. Even though it's an easy role to play, you still need fundamental game sense in order to do well as them. Because right now, for example, my ult could be really good here. Because my teammates are struggling a bit holding this point. Also, oh my god, that Hela there. I would like to get out. Oh no. Oh no. This is too spooky. No. How did that reach me across the map? You've got to be kidding me. Yeah, strategists in general just require a lot of game sense to use, so people saying that, oh, they're so easy, you're just lying to yourselves. That's why you see a lot of duelists who try strategies just do really poorly because they just don't understand how to actually use them. So people just saying, oh my god, just go healer, it's not that hard to use them. Brother, use them yourself. Oh no, I should have thrown the bubble right at him. I think I might have saved him there, but I thought he would swing to that part and No! This Groot is too smart! What was that? He placed walls over me so I couldn't heal them. That's a very scary Groot. That's a very spooky Groot, in fact. I think I'll ult on the point and see if we can win this fight to hold them off. Oh, I don't know why Rocket ulted there though, we shouldn't have double ulted. But yeah, people complaining about strategists when they primarily play duelists. It's a bit silly because you can't really go ahead and criticize a role that you don't even know how to play. Yeah, you can't really just say, oh, the characters are easy just because they're designed to be used easily, when there are so many things strategists have to go through in a game when you know, bajillion people constantly are out there trying to kill them. And you can argue that, hell, just run back to your team if you're getting dived, or like, hey, just use your anti-dive ability if you're like Adam Warlock, just soul bond with someone. But that doesn't exactly work when, in a lot of cases, people who use strategists, they encounter a lot of people who just don't look out for them at all. Like, it happens way too much. Is that Muna just AFKing? There's no way. But yeah, as I'm saying, the role of a the role of a strategist is just not easy when you have so many things to look out for in a game that just prevents you from having a good time altogether. I think you misplaced that ult, buddy. Did I say ult? I mean portal. But yeah, in general, strategists have like so much pressure on them the entire game, and I get it. Some duelists make a point about like, oh, if you're getting dove, just don't stand there helplessly, ask for your team to help. But the whole point there is most strategists just don't receive that help. A lot of ego-pick duelists just go out of their way to go and try to clip farm. Like, it's just sad to see how those same duelists that talk about, oh, strategists are just overreacting, they're the same people to kind of just, you know, they're the same people to just ignore the same strategists getting dove continuously and refusing to pick counter picks. Because for some reason Marvel Rivals players, especially duelist mains, they just don't take criticism to their gameplay well. That's just the truth of things. And the biggest offender to that is a guy named Necros. Now, I'm personally not even I'm not at all like familiar with the guy, but from what I know, he primarily plays Spider-Man, and he's the one that has like popularized all these recent goofy takes about the strategist role, which is, I don't know why he thinks he can talk about it. That was a stupid play by me, but I don't know why he believes he's qualified to talk about it when he's primarily a Spider-Man player. That guy does not see his own strategist 90% of the game. I don't know why he talks about the role being easy when, like, he never plays that role. And I've seen a clip where he, like, jokingly tries using those roles where he, like, uses like Adam Warlock's soul bond ability, and he's like, oh my god guys, if you're getting dove, just do this. Brother, do you know how long Adam Warlock's CD is? And by CD I mean cooldown for his soul bond. And it doesn't matter if he uses his soul bond if that same Spider-Man enemy just jumps on you like next second to ruin your entire like all of your dreams essentially. Like, it's not as simple as that. You still need to rely on your team to help you out. Like, Necros makes a really weird point by like, oh, why are you guys are just overreacting type of deal. Like, I think most of his opinions are just rather goofy about this entire situation. Like, the biggest thing with duelist mains is they're really selfish, right? And I think they're missing the fundamental point of, you know, this game being a hero shooter. And that is, teamwork matters the most in this game. Now, I'm assuming a lot of these duelist mains come from games like Valorant and CSGO, where, you know, all that stuff with teamwork and everything. It doesn't matter as much in those games, because in those games you can be self-sufficient enough to be able to rely on yourself to play solo on some occasions. If, like, your team is bad, you can try, you know, going for that sick ace. But Marvel Rivals is not designed like that. You're all designed to play around each other. When you get one bad teammate, your entire team synergy just dies, because it becomes much harder to actually win a game when that happens. And I'm not trying to be one of those people who play strategists that have like a victim mentality, because I get that's a big point. There are a lot of like not really the greatest strategist mains acting really wacky and everything, but like at the same time, people just they just don't know what they're talking about. Okay, I don't know if I worded any of that correctly, but like it's just this game, you're literally meant to help your teammates when they're getting dove. People just gotta stop being selfish about the way they do things, because it's just nonsensical just how much just they throw their own strategists under the bus under the assumption that like, oh, it's fine if they get dove, they have anti-dive abilities and whatnot, or like, I don't know, or just them being petty, I guess, because they just don't want to hit clips and whatnot. It's just sad to see, duelists are just selfish. It's just rightfully so. You have to work around your team to achieve victory. That's like the whole point of this game. It's just, I don't know why people act the way they do, and yeah, I mean, the kind of behavior that Necros started spreading out is just not good. Now people are more inclined to talk smack about any strategist, and more strategists are not inclined to play those roles when half of the community, well, okay, I'm over-exaggerating, but what feels like a very big chunk of the community continuously talks smack about them and doesn't appreciate their role. And it doesn't help with the fact that the recent rank changes that they have done actively promotes being a duelist much more than the strategist role. Like, the fact that you gain less points when you play strategist, that's just not, it doesn't feel rewarding. Like, you actively drive away strategists from, using strategists, because it feels like the game itself literally devalues the role of a strategist by just simply giving them less points and, when they win a competitive game. So that's just sucky. Now, I don't really agree with the fact that a lot of people are also throwing blame around each other in the community in order to, pinpoint as to who the blame should be on, because I don't think Necros is someone who, like, started the whole problem. He's just a big content creator who, contributes to the problem of duelists, talking smack about strategists. But it's just the kind of behavior that is just incredibly widespread across the community. So yeah, it's really just a big shame as to what's happening right now in Marvel Rivals, where it feels like the entire community is now just divided over this, when, as a gaming community, we should all probably try to do the opposite of that and try to, stay as connected as possible, because number one rule in gaming, never piss off healers, because you know just how vile and uncomfortable your games are gonna get, and from lack of healing and everything. Because those same healers are gonna get petty and just not heal you, or like pick characters they just don't play at all, and now you have a lot of people who don't main strategists, play strategists, and they just do really awfully, and you wouldn't have that happen if those strategist mains didn't leave from all the bad behavior from the duelist mains. But hey, what do I know about the situation? I'm just putting my own 2 cents into this, because it's just right now seeing all this happen is just really goofy and depressing, and I'm giving my condolences to all strategist mains out there, because in the end, it is largely because of duelist mains that all of this is happening. So, however, to you legends who main vanguards, just stay chill as always. You guys are the most chillest people in the whole community. Anyway, it was me, Dempling. I hope it was entertaining to watch me talk about this. I've been pretty sick, so I'm really sorry for lack of uploads, but I'm feeling much better. And if my voice sounded off this video, it's probably because I sound sick, even if I'm not feeling that sick anymore. So yeah, I hope you guys have a fun day, and see you next time when I upload.